Communicating under pressure involves difficult conversations featuring potentially contentious or sensitive topics which evoke strong, complex emotional reactions from those involved. Depending on your position within the organization, these conversations could involve investigating complaints, dealing with personality clashes, or discussing personal problems, which is why they usually take place in private. So why do we avoid difficult conversations? Well, people tend to put off difficult conversations because they don't feel as though they're completely in control of the facts, their emotions, the other person's response, or what will happen next. However, procrastination doesn't make the situation disappear. Instead, it causes its escalation, which is why it's better to tackle the problems as soon as they occur and give the employee a chance to resolve the problem. While delivering clear, composed communications helps maintain good working relationships with colleagues by building confidence and cultivating trust. Before you embark on a difficult conversation, it's important to take a moment to consider your own emotional triggers to ensure you're able to maintain control. It can help to imagine both a positive and negative reaction from the other party in order to anticipate your own response and understand what actions to take, such as relabeling your emotions to frame the situation in a more positive light. For example, fear becomes anticipation, worry turns into concern, and feeling alarmed converts to curiosity. Difficult conversations can either be planned, where all parties are given the opportunity to prepare, or unplanned, which are often fueled by strong emotions and lead to feelings of regret. As the majority of difficult conversations are planned, it's important to take the time to identify the key messages you want to communicate and consider possible reactions to ensure you're prepared for the other party's response. Establish the facts by gathering all relevant reports and information. Reflect on what you know about the individual and inform them of the date and time of the conversation, ensuring you've given them time to prepare for the exchange. Once the conversation begins, make sure you stick to the facts. For example, if the discussion is focused on a failure to meet performance targets, make sure you know what those targets were and try to anticipate where there is a need for clarification, so you're prepared for potential questions. Adopt a professional manner and take an assertive approach to ensure you get your points across, while recognizing that the need to reach a mutual understanding on how to proceed may cause you to question your own assumptions. Keep your body language open and approachable throughout the exchange by uncrossing your arms, leaning towards the individual, and making eye contact. And remember to start your sentences with I. For example, when I hear you say, I feel, in order to avoid appearing judgmental and thereby minimizing the risk of conflict. But how do you structure the conversation? Well, it's best to start at the beginning, using the introduction to explain the reason for the meeting and set out the expected standards of behavior, reassuring the other party that they will have plenty of time to express their opinion and emphasizing your wish to find a solution. Then, present your side of the story by identifying the main issues, providing factual evidence to support your point, and explaining the impact the situation has on the individual, team, and organization. Ask them to provide an explanation, keeping an open mind and recognizing their right to be angry, upset, and emotional, before asking questions to encourage further discussion. Finally, be prepared to negotiate as you agree on a solution. Arrange a follow-up meeting and set out who's responsible for what moving forward. Throughout the conversation, it's important that you don't forget to actively listen to what the other person is saying, in order to avoid potential misunderstandings that could escalate the situation and leave both parties feeling frustrated. And as difficult conversations often address contentious or sensitive issues, it's important to be empathetic and compassionate, trying to put yourself in the other party's shoes to understand how they might feel. In summary, communicating under pressure requires an understanding of your own emotional responses, the ability to empathize with others, and the capacity to conduct calm, composed discussions around sensitive subjects in order to reach mutually beneficial solutions.